Oh, baby, it's a triple. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? We are going against Akron Zips today, looking to try to get a second win on our belt. We need this win. We need this win. Starting off 1-1 so far. We beat Oregon. They had a nasty court. We lost last week to Baylor. So we are playing Akron. McCullough going to start us off with a block. Welch, good reflexes on Welch right there, by the way, too. Behind the back dribble, that left side is open right there. Please take it. You already know we do take it, but she stuck with us. You know, we were a little hesitant. She got her hand on that one. Oh my God, the chase down on that by Lynn. Lynn trying to slam it down. She does slam it down, and she's going to the line already to start the game off. It's going to be a foul on McCullough. Jamie Lynn. Ooh, that conversation going crazy. Got a cherry coke. What y'all sipping on in the comment section? What y'all sipping on? Ooh, cherry coke. All right, so we got that's Thompson on that side. Thompson has an undershirt. Diaz does not. That's the distinction, by the way. So there goes Diaz right there on Lynn. She gonna throw it over to Jerez and McCullough. She's flying again. She's flying through there again. It wasn't a foul on her this time though. Unless that first one wasn't on her and that second one was on her. Copeland's in right now, so I don't know if she started or if they just put her in. I don't know what happened there. Calderon gonna throw it on the inside. The Welch was a risky pass, but she got it through. She wasn't able to secure that shot though. Copeland's gonna be guarding Lynn. She's gonna throw it on the outside. Oh, found her on the inside. She beat Copeland. Oh God. What speed there. Already going down 7-0. It's not looking good for us right now. We're going to have to get a drive going, but I just threw a bad pass there. Jerez taking it down for Akron now. Lynn has it. I'm not even guarding Lynn. Who am I guarding? Jerez going to fire over top of Diaz. Oh, my God. 9-0 start here. USC having one of the worst games they've had. And we've lost games. You know, we've lost a total. We lost to Ryder like twice. We lost to South Carolina Gamecocks. We lost to Baylor. Now we've lost. And Copeland's going to fire for three, but short shot going to bounce off the front of the rim there. Now that's Jennings. And now I'm guarding someone else now. We got Diaz on the defensive there. Got it back to the basket. She's going to try to fade it over. Not able to get that. And no one tried to get the rebound there. Jerez able to easily pick it up, but luckily Thompson's going to get her hand on that, sitting out of bounds. And we do have Lauren Calderon and Copeland in at the same time. We got Welch in right now, too. Diaz with the defense. Oh, taking her to the basket. Not able to get it. Good defense by Diaz, sticking with her. Copeland throwing it to Calderon. It's going to be interesting to see who's going to run the offense here, but, you know, they're going to really have to figure something out. Not getting on the board, and it's already almost been like 4 minutes. Copeland going to throw it to Calderon. Calderon looked to be the first one to get a shot off, but not able to. Welch going to put it up. At least going to the line. And Welch finally getting them on the board with 1 point here so far. And Welch is going to secure that second shot. Good stuff, Welch. Getting to the basket. You got to find something whenever you can't find a rhythm to get into. When you're in a funk like that, the line is the best thing you can get. Short passes it over. Oh, look at that. Lynn! Oh, my God. The goggles on Lynn there. That spin around one was crazy. 11-2 run. Spin was crazy, but then to find that extra pass, flashy with it. Cope going to run past her, slamming it down. Let's go, Cope. The Cope show. Now, that's what they need. You just got to get a couple more baskets on the board, and we will be back in this game. Screen was set there, but she gave up on it. Jerez is going to try to take Welch to the basket again. She decided to pass it, still almost got that stolen, funny enough. Copeland going to block it, getting kicked down by Thompson, her and Diaz. Both looking like twins chasing that thing down. Going to go out on the other side, though. Zips ball. 2 seconds left on the shot clock, and that is a good defensive effort by the USC Trojans here. 11-4, it looks bad, but it's not that bad. You know, you're 2 3-point possessions away from already being back in it. So, you know, looking for this USC team to stay strong and respond as Copeland's wide open for a three, and she's going to get it. And that's exactly what I was saying. Now that's 5 points, 2 of 3 shooting, 1 or 2 from the three-point line here for Lindsey Copeland so far to start this game off. And she's guarding Steele, coming a little short on that. Joseph going to lay it in over top of Diaz. Copeland going to dish it over to Diaz. Diaz attacking a smaller defender. She should have kept going, but Copeland firing that three ball again. Going to get an in and out. Copeland trying to cut off the trajectory of Lynn there. Steele trying to take it to the basket. Got a tough finish. 15-7 here. It's an 8-point game. Ooh, Copeland with the moves. Going to pass the Calderon firing for 3. Not able to get it. No rebounds. That's what's going to hurt this USC team. Is the rebounding is never where it needs to be. Steele's wide open right there. Firing off. Got it. 17-7. USC having a slow start here, unlike any other game, you know, and it all started with, I mean, it's the bad defensive effort. You got missed shots, so it's like they got a lot to work on. I'm sure that last loss probably rattled them, you know, so they're gonna have to learn how to lose. You know, they're used to winning and losing the bare minimum. As Copeland gets that 3 ball there. This is all Copeland's game. She's the only one scoring. That's 8 points for Lindsey Copeland. That's 2 of 5, 2 of 4 from the 3-point line. As they had a quick layup there. Keeping it to a 9-point game here. 64% shooting for the Zips. And that it was like 35 for the Trojans. So they're going to have to get that number up as Welch secures that shot. This is all Welch and all Copeland. Copeland losing Steele for a little bit. She's going to get back to her. You know, Jerez, she's been taking her to the basket. And I know she's going to be aggressive with it. She's going to give it up. You know, she was looking for that charge, and it never really works. It works sometimes, but it's more so on the back end there. So Copeland sets a screen there. Almost stolen by Steele. Copeland getting some space, getting a little crafty. I do like the dribble moves as Thompson tries to fire off, but none of these other girls can get on the board. Lynn passing up on the lane there. She had a wide open drive. As Jerez gets found on the inside, she's going to secure another 2. That's 16 points in the paint. The Trojans are going to have to lock it down. One, they only have 2 points in the paint. They're not scoring inside of the basket. And they're going to have to get in there and do that. Copeland's firing from the 3, and she's getting it all by herself here. Copeland is having a spot-on season so far from the 3-point line. She hasn't really missed a beat. Compared to last season, she really was not that great of a 3-point shooter. And Copeland's going to get the board there. Calderon, oh, she has her on the side. Diaz going to fire off. Still not able to convert. Whole first quarter, and it's been all Copeland and all Welch. Trying to find some opening there. Oh, Steele's wide open at the 3 line. Yep, and she's going to get that. That's 26-15. That's Meredith Steele, 7 points, 3 of 6 shooting. Thompson going to go back to Copeland. Copeland passing to Calderon. That extra pass is everything. Calderon finally getting on the board for her USC Trojans. They got to stick together. It's going to take a lot. You know, you can't let the frustration of missing really contain. Like, you can't let it consume you. You know, you're going to miss. The big thing is just keep looking for any logical shot. Really, you know, don't force the game. Let the game come to you. Now, I will say, you know, big kudos to Lindsey Copeland and Nyasia Welch. You know, keeping your team within 10, and you guys are the only ones scoring for the most part. It's a lot when they're coming at you nonstop. It's 29 points here in the first quarter. That's almost a 30 bag as McCullough tries to get a shot off, and she gets it. Now, it looks like they're starting to find their rhythm, but it's like, you know, 29 points being given up in the first quarter is not a sign of you winning the game. It's a sign of you struggling to stay in that game. And you can tell it's not even on the defensive end because they only gave them up 20. Yeah, 9 points isn't a big deal, but it is a big deal whenever the consistency has been there for the Akron Zips. And McCullough's going to fire off, and she's getting herself going. So yeah, you know, you got to join you got to join Welch and you got to join Copeland. You can't leave yourself out of it. And we got Sierra Kaiser in. She's going to foul there, trying to keep the defensive side of things strengthened. And, you know, some of those fouls are good, but, like, some of them are unnecessary as Owens finds herself open, and she's going to secure that first bucket. Sierra Kaiser throws it over to McCullough. And McCullough, she's been getting buckets. You know, these new pairing of McCullough and Thompson with this team, we love it. As Kaiser fires off from three, you know, we mentioned it last match. Kaiser's been getting some more playing time now that Dylan Santos and Maddie Chan aren't there anymore. Bad pass there, but they are able to keep it. Thompson trying to fire off. Still some bad offensive possessions here by USC tonight. Torn has it, guarded by Kaiser. McCullough trying to get her hand in there, but that's going to be her second foul. Second team foul. You got Lynn on the inside being guarded by Thompson. Horn going to dish it over to Owens, who had a basket earlier. Now she's slamming it down. Look at the way she was staring versus it. Yeah. This is girl on TikTok would be going like, yeah. It's like, honestly, really satisfying. McCullough firing off. And you know, we're missing green lights out here, which is crazy. But now, Akira Jerez, 14 points. 6 of 6 shooting. She's not missing. 4 rebounds, 1 steal. Like that's what I mean. The consistency, the points are there. The boards are there, which means more points. The steal, the defense. Look at that. Fading over the bounce in and out. I know everyone is happy that didn't go in because that would have hurt. Now that's 5 points for Piper. McCullough still missing from the side. Thompson, no one's able to score that. They're gonna probably have to bring Copeland back. You know, I would say they should be running Calderon, Copeland. Oh my God, driving the basket over all 3 of them. What a finish at the basket. Now it's 22 points now. Now keep in mind here, points in the paint have not gone up for USC. They have stayed at 2 points since the last time that they showed that report. And that's going to be very telling. They're not getting any points inside the basket as Rivas tries to shut us up inside of the studio. But we're going to keep talking. I'm sorry, Rivas. He said, nah, bro, it's them. It's not me. McCullough having to find 22 on that inside there. She's really running that baseline, trying to catch her. Jerez is going to keep it going. 37, now 16 points. Now 7 of 7 shooting. The rest of the team is 10 of 18 shooting, and they have the rest of those points about. So all of that work is all on her, dude. She's putting out a spectacular effort. McCullough's by herself. Going to finally shoot another one wide open, and those are the shots you want. You could tell from just watching it play out. It's 8 points for her right now. 3 of 5 shooting, 1 rebound. It's so hard to see through this gray thing, bro. I wish I could take it off. Kaiser getting drove in. She was able to get her own board and lay it back up on a putback. Now it's 12 rebounds and 7 for the Trojans, so they're not too far behind, but Owens is going to get that sneaky steal there. Gotta watch yourself, and you can see McCullough almost committing a foul there. Horn gonna lay it up, not able to get it. Jerez getting, oh my, all the bodies are on Jerez right now. Rightfully so. Thompson throwing it over to McCullough. McCullough gets the finish. Let's go. That's how you do it. You gotta get yourself back in the game, and you know you can't leave it all to one person or 2 people. So McCullough joining in with them. Good stuff. We love to see it. Now it's 39 to 31. Now I will say this, keep in mind, USC had allowed 29 points as she missed it. Oh, that putback dunk. They allowed 29 in the first quarter. We're closing in on 3 minutes, and it is 41 right now. So, you know, a little bit better of a defensive scheme that USC is running, but they're still falling behind. Thompson going to finally get a 3 off. And this is what they needed, though, is now everyone is starting to feel that momentum. I think they're starting to get some confidence. They're building as a team. And they're going to force a timeout here from Accurate. So they're going to have to focus on shutting down that paint if they're going to want to win any of these. You know, that paint, giving away too many baskets there. If you allow people in the paint and they're getting success in the paint, you leave yourself vulnerable to the three-point line because you're going to try to focus on the paint. And you can see right now she's looking at trying to stop her from driving in. She's going to kick it out, and just like that. Now, luckily, she blocked that. But it's like it leaves you very vulnerable. And if you are a USC, you don't want to be vulnerable like that. So you're going to have to find balance. But that's the thing about zones is it's also very hard too because you need the man sometimes. But the zone allows that three ball. Kaiser has it. She's going to throw it over. Oh, they're passing it all around. Thompson firing, got it. And that's like her second one, I want to say. Now, Akron's shooting 1 of 4, but look at USC shooting 8 of 14. So that does give them just what they might need to try to get themselves in the game and maybe establish some footing here in these later quarters. As Jerez is going to get another bucket. I think that's almost 20 for her in the first half. It's 18 points, 8 of 9. She's only missed one shot and has that still on her belt there as McCullough throws it over to Thompson, who had a couple of them. Not able to get that one off. And that's 6 points for Lila Thomas. That's either 2 or 6. I think that's 2 or 6. But she has 1 assist. 2 minutes here in the second quarter. Thomas firing off again, trying to get herself on the board. They got to stop going for that three ball all the time. As Jennings is going to throw it on the inside to Channing. Channing? I couldn't see that. Copeland's going to make her way back in. Channing. She's going to hit both of those. That's 48-37. They had really got their feet back in it, but they're starting to lose that steam a little bit here. So they're going to have to keep it going. Thompson's still firing that thing, and she's going to get her third one. Now that's 9 points, 3 of 8 shooting, 1 assist, and she's shooting 3 of 7 from the three-point line. Lila Thomas starting to join her crew, getting it going. But they're going to lose. They're going to lose in style. And I like that as Terrell's in the game, giving up an opening horn attack in the basket there, and she's going to get that one. 10-point game here with a minute left. Now that's 30 points in the paint. Bomb down there. Thompson about to slam that up. No, she just laid it up. But that's bringing it to an 8-point game here. Now 22 of 36 and 15 to 29. Oh, dude. Nice dunk there. And that was lame. Copeland has it. She only has so much time to work with. Spinning around, throwing it over to Kaiser. Oh, she's gonna attack that right side, but she passed it over to Thompson. She's been hitting a couple of them. Chopping her down, sizing her up. Now that she's not giving up any space, Kaiser's gonna fire. Not able to get it to Well on the board though. Copeland wanted to shoot that, but she hesitated. I know she's gonna attack that. She's gonna attack that. She didn't. Kaiser is gonna get the second attempt though. 52-45. USC still not quite out of the game. Just need a couple good defensive possessions here as Jerez is getting back on the board. They're going to have to find an answer for Jerez. And who is that answer at this point? Terrell, forced shot, not able to get anything off there. 5 seconds. Jennings has it over Terrell. Is she going to take her? She takes it. Oh, gosh, she got it. It's an awful night to be USC. This Akron Zips team, I know you wouldn't have thought that they would have it in them. But they have it in them. This is a different type of league. If you thought that a team was a nobody team, you are mistaken. You can get beat up by a nobody team, bro. Like the most high school college in the whole universities. And you get beat up. McCullough forced a bad pass. Probably should have took it over that defender. Is still going to fire one off, and she's going to hit it. Now Meredith still has 9 points, 4 of 7 shooting, 1 from the three-point line, 1 of 1. She's only attempted it once. McCullough has some space on that right side. She could have probably freed up Thompson. McCullough going to fire over a bad release. Lynn has it. Jennings on the side there. Oh, God. 60-45. 15 points here. They're starting to lose that footing again. McCullough has an opening to the lane, but they immediately got on her. Calderon going to throw it back to McCullough. Trying to find an opening. Kicks it over to Thompson on the side. Got it. That's 14 points for Lila Thompson. 5 of 10 shooting, 1 rebound, 4 of 8. So it's 50% from 3. Color leaving still open just a tiny bit there. You throw it over to Jerez. You know, you want a double, but she committed a foul. And you got to watch that double, too, because they just might kick it out, and that's another 3 ball on your head. Joseph going to find Jennings, and she's going to, that was a nice little find there. Dish it over to Lynn, and they're making the extra passes that are also necessary. Morgan Lynn, 5 points, 2 of 3 shooting, and she is 50% from the 3-point line, as she only attempted 2 and made 1. 30. I don't know why I said 30. That's stupid. All right, but she attacking the basket. Now, that was a nice getting in the way there by McCullough. Lynn going to still fire that thing off. Not going to get it. Jerez on the board, and you know she's getting another one. Another 2. She's going to secure both of those. 65 to 51. Another bad pass still. Oh, Copeland got it back. They're going to throw it on the inside to Thompson, who's going to secure that layup. That's 16 points for Lila Thompson. 6 of 11 shooting, 1 rebound. They're going to need to get more rebounds. They're going to get more stops. That's the only way that they're going to be able to get back into this, because if their offensive pressure is just too high. You know, they're already 65 points on the third quarter. You know, that's crazy. You know, Dang, they're at 70. You know they're going to have at least 75 by the end. They got at least 10 more points in them. And speaking of those 10, there goes. Oh, she missed it. All right, cool. Now, Lindsay Copeland has 11 points, 4 of 8 shooting, 3 of 5 from the 3-point line. And that was a very badly shot. Now, Calderon got her hand in the way there. Now, this is what they need right here. Finding Diaz slamming it down. Within 10 points here, if they can keep getting steals and interrupting the passing lanes, that's where you want it. That's your bread and butter. Especially, too, if size is an issue. There we go. There we go right there. Calderon has it. Going to find Copeland. Pump fake. They got her in the air. Thompson on the side. Not able to get it. Copeland on the board, though. Bad pass, though. Not able to get it back. Joseph taking it down here for Akron. Trying to stop the trajectory there, but Lynn's dishing it out. It got blocked there. I think Copeland was on that block. This is an amazing defensive effort here, I gotta say. Gotta give it to him here. 4 minutes left inside the third quarter. Calderon by herself. Money, let's go! 6 points for Lauren Calderon. This is what we need to see right here. I'm getting excited for the girls. Let's go! City Girls! Fans gotta get lit. Copeland getting in the way there. Jerez trying to fire one off, and she got that. 67 to 58. That is, oh my God, the 20 bag here for Akira Jerez. 90% of her shooting, bro. Like, come on. What do you do about that? Calderon got a screen set by Copeland. Gonna fire off. Not able to get it. No board there. Jerez is still picking up boards. Putting down points, and still slamming it down. Guess you could say she's still in the spotlight. As Copeland by herself thought about firing that, she turned it down, trying to hold it a little bit longer. Better opportunity there, not able to get this shot though. Yeah, those little weird ones, they're not quite side shots, but they're just harder to shoot. I'd say you have a better chance being mid-range or side. I know Copeland can shoot these side ones, but she's not the best top of the key. Thompson finds Calder on top of the key. That's a hard shot, though. As Welch gets the board, that's what they need. Copeland has a taller defender over her, so she's going to be shut down a bit. Calderon not able to get the second shot off. Lynn is taller, she's lanky, and so is Jennings, and she's not going to be able to get that dunk. Morgan Lynn, 7 points, 3 of 5 shooting, but she's going to the line for 2. Got fouled on that dunk attempt. We have Nicola Rivas in. Calderon, Thompson, and Diaz. Thompson, bad pass by Thompson. It was an unnecessary pass. Jennings is getting ready to lay that in. Oh! Wow, McCullough! Oh, Jesus! Get the three ball. Get the three ball. Come on. Oh, the bad pass. It's the passing. It needs to be tightened up. It's really hard to see because you see them do so many spectacular things, and then it always has to go to waste. And straight to the basket. Akron Zips is doing exactly what they need. They're losing it. They're getting a steam 9-0 run. USC is in trouble. Another bad pass. Now they are able to steal it a little bit as McCullough slams that down. Too many bad passes. 16 points for McCullough. 4 turnovers, like everybody's turning it over equally on the team. Still has it. And she's attacking. Got it. Now, I will say, though, better defense here this quarter. This gives them some hope. McCullough going to get fouled and go to the line for 2.
That's his second person at the line for your Clippers. Number 21. 2 shots.
Here in the third, and has taken her time. Gonna throw it out to Jennings. Watch the left side. You got Steele over there on the left by herself a little bit. Easy shot to lose, and she's gonna attack the basket. Able to get the bounce in over the bigger defender. Another bad pass. Calderon gonna dish it over to McCullough. They're just struggling. Like no one can really do anything right. Calderon firing from the top of the key. She gets it. They're going to have to fight on for sure. Bombing it down. Jerez just getting another 2. Like, there's not an answer for Akira Jerez tonight. I don't have an answer. Throws it over to McCullough. McCullough does find Thompson on the outside. They needed that. They needed that. It's going to still keep them in within 10. But they're going to have to lock down in this fourth quarter, bro. They can have nothing. They can't have any mistakes. You get maybe 2 mistakes, and that's it. Jerez finding Steele. Steele a little far out. Not able to get that. Should have probably stepped up just a tiny bit. But the confidence is high for these girls tonight. And, I mean, rightfully so. It was a good game by them as McCullough fires off from 3. Getting the bounce in. Bringing them within a 7-point game here. Then attacking the basket. 3 minutes left. 3 minutes? What are you talking about, my guy? 3 seconds. Going to the fourth quarter. You got Terrell in the game right now. Warren with an opening on that lane there. Jerez going to get the tough layup, but going to the line. That's going to be a foul on Malia Terrell. It's been all her night, all night long. She's going to drop a 30 bag here. Get her in the league, bro. Get her in the league, bro. Screen set there by McCullough. Another bad pass, though. Owens is going to get that for Akron Zips. Straight line to the basket, and she took it, slammed it down. 7 minutes, 30 seconds left. USC is really going to have to. They're going to have to watch. They're going to have to watch some film. Get to the X's and the O's. They're going to. You're in a hot water now. You're going to have to just come back. Resilience is everything, and they're going to have to keep their heads in the game and treat every loss like a new opportunity for growth here. Don't let yesterday be what stops you from having a new day tomorrow. Securing that first shot. And she's going to make that second one. Calderon taking it up here for USC. Throwing it over to McCullough. She should attack the basket right there. Smaller defender. Come on, you got to. She just decided to pass it. They're going for the threes. And the crazy part is that the threes aren't even what has been getting Akron so far ahead. It's been the 2 ball, the points in the paint. have been a big decider in the game, and USC is not able to come to terms with that. They're all just going to shoot that 3-ball and keep passing these bad passes, and Jerez just floats one up. It's effortless for her tonight. 9 of 10 field goals. That's 20, and then it's like 10. So yeah, she's like 30 points, fourth quarter, and there's still 6 minutes left, bro. Crazy as Thompson fires off, she is going to get that one, 86-77. They have like only 7 attempts from the 3-point line here for Atkins, and that's what I mean is everyone on USC is choosing to go for the 3, except like Nyasha Welch. A steal is going to get that inside basket. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, and if it's broke, USC doesn't have the tools to fix it. Like, we need an accommodation at the workplace. Copeland fires off a 3, and she is going to get that one, though. Like we said, Lindsey Copeland has been better with the 3-ball, but she's been shut down a little bit. 14 points for her, 4 of 7. They were able to draw the ball loose there a little bit, but Jerez is going to pick it back up. There's an open line to the lane she could have took, but still got Copeland up a little early. Luckily, she didn't make that there. Copeland has it. Looks like she can attack that if she wants. Goes over to Thompson. She's setting the screen for her to go around. Calderon fine. That's a bad shot. You can see it in the air not going in. Diaz is able to get that too. Wanted a foul. Not able to get the foul, but they are in within 6, and that's good for USC. They're working hard. They're trying to lock in. Copeland trying to stick with Steele there. Steele trying to fight around. Find an opening there. Trying to throw it on the inside. Copeland just barely missed it. Still being able to get that point. One of the foul as well. 8 points within reach, and USC just got to keep locking in. Still seeing that screen moving around it. Going to leave Thompson open on the side though for a 3-ball. 84. Spectacular game here from the Akron Zips. Getting it done all over the floor here tonight. 24 points for Lila Thompson. 9 of 15 shooting, 1 rebound as well. But if she could get more boards, it could help her team out. You can't rely on Copeland and Calderon for boards. Welch is like one of the main boards, and Diaz, as Thompson fires off a 3, and Diaz passed up on that inside there. I'm wondering if Copeland called and she just trusted her with it. Copeland trying to chop her down. Another bad pass. A foul out of frustration. Big body Thompson. Oh, she almost had an opening right there. She could have run around her. She's attacking. She wants that on the inside. Jerez getting blocked by Diaz. Calderon has it, slowing down the pace here. Finds McCullough wide open at the 3. Got it! Bringing them into a 3-point game. This is about the smallest the lead has ever been for USC this game. Piper McCullough, 11 points in that first quarter with 2-2 shooting. Owens has it with Thompson in her face. Diaz is on Jerez. She's trying to put her back to the basket. Diaz is going to commit a foul there. Throwing over. Oh, Owens is wide open. Throws it over to Jennings. He's going to hit that shot. It's about 3 minutes, and 2 minutes and 46 seconds on the clock. Calderon with Owens in her face. McCullough has a smaller defender and steals. She's taking him to the basket. That's how you do it. This is how you do it. That is how you do it. Smaller defender, you take her ass to the basket. 26 points, 9 of 13 shooting. Now I will say it's all defense on this point, at this point, and still wide open. That's what I mean. The defense is the problem here. It's not the scoring, it's the defense. Thompson, McCullough gets her in the air, slamming it down. Let's go. Fans on their feet. This is a ball game. Good on USC though, not getting too rattled. They're fighting. Yes, you're losing, but you're losing a good fight. If that makes sense. Yeah, you could either lose really bad or you could lose a good fight. And in terms of honor, we want to just lose a good fight, realistically. But I don't like that. I don't like losing in general. Rough. I don't like it. Calderon has it. Tagging the basket also, they cannot protect the ball. McCullough, she got to get on the inside to steal, but Jerez is once again. Dude, Jerez is about to have 40 points. All timeout. 99-91 here. Copeland is still in her face. Big body. Jennings is right next to her. Calderon trying to attack as well. No one wants to go on the inside. Screen set. Thompson getting double teamed right there. Copeland should have fired. She just chose not to. You don't have time to waste. There's a minute left. Getting stole out of her hand. Copeland has to do something with it. Not able to get it off. Copeland got her hand on that steal, obtains it though, throwing it on the inside, back past her, still getting to the line somehow. Making that first free throw. Missing that second one. 54 seconds left, I think that's it. Pull up immediately, they're just rushing it. What else can you do at this point? Copeland trying to get a double team here on Lynn. I mistake Lynn with Jennings there. Jerez is going to do what she does best, and that's eat. 12-4 run here the last 2 minutes of the game. Copeland has that right side if she wants to attack it. They're playing too passive too. They're too scared. They're sticking to the outside shot. Thompson does rain it down, but wear them out. Take them to their hole a couple times. Don't go for the harder shot, get on the inside. Get to the line. I can't tell you how much we've actually gone to the line this game. It's been all them, as Lynn is going to secure that first shot. She's going to secure the second. Ladies and gentlemen, it looks like this is a ball game here. Copeland just showing the back good. They were able to score. Coach is probably going to be mad at that. You can't give up, but we gave up here. And the element change wasn't a big bad loss.